Look at this. A little adjusting.
A little adjusting. Okay.
It's going to be a great show, guys.
Yeah.
All right, Victoria, we're live. Tell them things.
Hello.
For God's sake, tag friends, post in a group.
Hello, goggles.
Change the app again, everyone.
Okay, go to freenovel.com.
That's
Join
right.
us in manifestingmastercourse.com.
That is the rightness, everyone said. Gaza,
alcohol.
Gaza, Yasmin.
Your Sunday, our Monday.
Our Sunday, your Monday.
SR71 or something.
SR71.
Whatever that means. Hello, Gaza, Gaza, and Stella Jim, and Catalina.
Catalina.
And Taya. And for refunds, go to feelitrealfun.com.
So we all know who Raymond really is.
You just reckon you do.
Oh,
You've changed your mind a few times.
Oh, no, I haven't. I doubted my mind just a little bit.
Oh, the devil
once.
of doubt.
Good morning, Rex. I'm too Rexy.
Right.
That's right, everyone says.
So
all
today's episode number 624.
Dooby 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 doo doo doo. Oh, yeah.
You just remembered?
So we're going to challenge Victoria today to find a quote in here that...
Hiya, Virginia. Hello, Vanna.
Morning, noon, and night.
You're challenging me to find a quote in here.
Yeah, so Victoria's going to...
Hello.
You know, I do this just to provoke some people. It's like that whole thing with that every Friday we've got pork for lunch to upset 4 major religions. Right? Y'all know about that one?
We know about that one. I do.
Alrighty, a friend of mine recently cured his skin cancers through the use of sound.
Use of sound.
That sounds good. I don't think we've ever read this one. Out loud.
Out loud.
That's right. Okay, where are the guys? Where are ya?
A friend recently cured his cancers through the use of sound. Every morning, as he shaved, the evidence remained. But using his sense of hearing, he listened to the voices of his friends as they congratulated him on his complete cure. He did not put his hand to his face and feel its smoothness. He could feel and see what was there, but he persisted in hearing his friends' empathy, and one day the cancers were gone.
Wow, pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yes.
So here's the question, guys. This shows up in an email, and it goes like this, right? And I'm having some fun with the person that wrote it. In email in here, right? And on the podcast.
Yep.
But here's the deal. Ready? Mr. 20, given the conversations in the group.
Yes.
Oh, this will be good.
Yes.
Given the conversations in the group, if you had 1 week to live, what would you do differently?
Probably nothing for 20.
Right. So let's talk about the wrong questions, right? Because there are what I'll call useful questions, and then there are the "Are you kidding me?" questions.
Yep.
Right? Here's
Yes.
the "Are you kidding me?" question. If you had 1 week to live, if you were going to die on Friday, what would you do today? Right. You see, if you buy into your physical body, stuff like that will motivate you. See, here's the thing, right? If I was going to die on Friday, how would I treat let's chunk down a little bit. Chunking down is always useful, especially if we're going to talk about hypotheticals. If I was going to die on Friday, how would I treat Victoria differently? Let's give you a different question. Write this fucker down, right? Because someone's going to say, I don't like him because he says the word fucker. Yeah, I do. Right? Ready? Write this fucker down. If I was going to live forever, if I am an eternal being,
Yes.
how would I treat her? You get it's a little freaking different. Right? If I'm going to die on Friday, and, well, Victoria, right, my meat suit might, but I'm not. So, guess what? I'm going to keep bumping into her, probably. I like her. Right? I'm sure we've had lifetimes where we didn't like
Each other.
Yeah, we probably were more like the puppies, right? Hey, I love you, love you. Yeah, bang, right?
Yes, let me eat your face off.
Yeah. So there were probably lifetimes where I did hang off of her face. Like Emmett and Bruce, right? Or she spun me around in the dirt in my outfit, right?
Yeah.
So, but I want you to get this. If the only way to ask that question, the way most people would ask that question, is to believe that you are finite. You are your physical body. Right? If you're going to die next Friday, in a year, right after the show, what would you do differently? If I was going to die right after the show, what would I do differently? I'd probably give you this message, right? You don't die. In the twinkling of an eye, you're on your next adventure. What's your next adventure? Depends upon what happened here, right? There's no transformation in death. If you want to have some fun, go to freeneville.com and look up a few things like the word Jack.
Jack.
Jack. Jack was a friend of Neville's. He was his bookkeeper or something. I don't remember. Or look up funeral, right? There's a couple fascinating ones. Outside of my quote-unquote near-death experience, I love labels that suck, right? It's not near-death. It's called you're dead, you shit and piss yourself. You imagine something and some idiot revives you and brings you back, and fuck, right? This place stinks, right?
I'm here again.
Yeah, I'm here again. But good news.
It stinks because it's in my Dax.
Whenever you have a near-death experience, right? Well, it's different, right? Near-death means like you didn't shit your pants, right? Death means you piss and shits all over the place and you got a rash for a little while afterwards. Not that much fun. You got to put up with people that it's yucky, right? Oh, it's also fun. But let's really nail the point. Ready? Joe says you are an immortal being. Yes, I think Neville said
the lecture,
that.
Is it?
Right?
That might be the
Didn't
lecture. He's got Seymour.
He's got Seymour.
Neville Goddard.
Look at that. An actual Neville Goddard quote. By the way, I see this stuff in Neville Goddard groups.
Yeah.
If you were going to die in a week, what would you do? Really? Jack Butler didn't even know that he died. Right? Who's Jack Butler? Oh, freeneville.com, little search box. Go there, use that, have fun. But if you're going to die in an hour, right? If you're dying in an hour, would you go use the search box? Right. No, seriously, think about it, right? Yeah. If I was going to die on Friday, how would I treat Victoria differently?
Tomorrow, that is.
Yeah, I got 24 hours. What do I do? What kind of party do I want to go out in? Do I even want to be nice to her anymore? Because I don't have to put up with her from like Saturday. Yeah, I don't got to put up with her no more, right?
Yeah.
But seriously,
for you, I meant.
Well, I didn't even process that one. That's just where I put on the hurt face.
Is that a hurt face?
I'll show you. I'll die and go on my next adventure. You can stay here and pick up puppy shit.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Mike says it's so much more fun knowing I love forever. I bet you meant live, but it's the same thing, right?
It is.
Honest to God, guys.
Yeah.
Like, seriously get this, right? When you can't, my phrase, what you are is God having the adventure of a lifetime. Neville's phrase, your awareness of being is God, right? There's nothing before awareness of being, right? Let's just think about how you're aware of being determines all the circumstances of your life. Mr. 2020 quote. But get how cool this is, because when you get awareness of being, it's not based on your physical body. So,
yeah.
Here's the question not to ask. If I was going to die on December 31st, would I go to Australia in October? I suspect not, right? Or maybe you would. It's like, and here's the kicker. Ready? The bucket list is always something that I'll get to before I what? Die. Right? Before I die, I will tick that off the list. Okay? It's the exact opposite of the way. You want to know why I've got a lot of energy till I pass out? Then I've got a lot of energy till I pass out. Right? Is it true?
Yeah.
Yeah, come that time, I'm done. Right?
Yeah.
Come bedtime, 20, I'm tired. And then Victoria snuggles in the bed and I go, you smell nice. Not tired now. I thought you were 20 tired. I said, I was 20 tired.
I thought you were 20 tired.
Now I'm 20. Right? Yeah. So, if you were going to live forever, okay? Scratch that. If you were going to actually notice what you are as an eternal being, if you start playing more with the tools and you get, I am what does give life. I give life to teaching, to this show, to our relatingship.
Relatingship.
Yeah, it's a verb, right? Relationship. She's mine.
Oh, got you.
Right? Relationship. I get to discover how we interact right now, right? Because it's like, if I was going to die tomorrow, would I even hang out with her? I mean, we've been together for like almost 10 years. Yeah, right. Maybe I'll go to that place that sells hats for hookers or something.
Hose.
Hats for hoes.
Hats
That's
for
it.
hoes.
Yeah, me and Joe Weldon hooking up at the Bing, right? Right. But if I get that, you know what? I live forever.
Yeah.
You do. You're an eternal being. right? I'll hang out with her, right? The twinkle of the eye, maybe I'll still hang out, right? I hang around and go, boo. Yeah, let me fucking sleep.
Scare the living daylights
Right?
out of me.
Or maybe she imagines and hooks up with me like Neville did with Jack. And I'm not saying that Neville was gay, right? Someone will say, oh, he said Neville hooked up with Jack, right? So it's not the words,
Yeah.
for fuck's sake. Yeah, words don't give life to anything. You do. All right. So, Victoria, you find... Oh, yeah, so we did a Neville Goddard
We did
quote
do
on
a Neville Goddard
cancer
quote.
and hearing, right?
And that was all related to this past conversation.
So let's tie it together somewhat, right?
Yes.
The guy heard something that implied he was healed. A lot of people are living their entire lives, seriously, hearing something. They're not walking around going, I'm going to be dead by Friday. I will be dead by Friday. I will be dead. I'm doing my affirmations. I will be dead by Friday.
God.
There are people, though, that are walking around going, I mean, I don't see myself getting old. Only the good do die young. And they're feeling things, and they're holding their breath, and then, right? Yasmin, 12 almonds 3 times a day. Joe used to play the hats, also play the hose.
He's got lots of hats, actually,
I got
so
lots
that
of
works
hats.
well.
It
You
works
must have
out
lots of hose.
I love you, Joe. By the way, in case you didn't know, J-O-E is spelled like H-O-E, right?
Yeah, very similar.
Coincidence, right?
H-I-J. If we take all the vowels out of the alphabet, the letters are next door to each other.
Wow.
Isn't it?
Okay, and it's just like with women's, right? So you can have a nasty one or a tasty one. The difference is one letter, not the word. So there's power in letters.
Yep.
Or is it that I give life and I'm an eternal being and I don't have to worry about... By the way, notice most people do motivate themselves with the whole... that, right? Versus, guess what, dude? Heck, I mean, they kick your head in, you go on the next adventure. Sometimes you get bounced back because you imagine coming back, right? Or you go on the next adventure. Dang. Here's the thing. If you knew you were going to live forever, right? If you knew that you don't die, would you play more with the tools? How would you play differently with them? Because it ain't about surviving this, right? You know, my phrase, what if you really are God having the adventure of a lifetime? What if that's true? Find out. But you're only going to find out if you stop living with, I might be dead by Friday. Oh, well, maybe next year. Oh, maybe I'll live my retirement fun.
Yep.
I'll be a burden to the kids.
We know someone like that.
Yeah. So, meanwhile, back at the French,
Yeah.
if you take the time, if you just entertain the possibility and you start to notice, what if you are that eternal being that gives life to everything? What are you giving life to? Invest in you, right? Yeah. Here's where we'll go crass commercial sales thing. Come on down, right? It's sort of like getting on a live call, right? On the live calls, people love them because of the fellowship, the play, the openness, the exploration. You realize that most conversations that most people have are nothing but the endless spouting of assertions.
Weather.
Trump bad, the weather,
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Steelers, and it's the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Is that how the song goes?
Well, yeah, they do it a little bit more enthusiastically. Da, 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 da. Right? Listen to them, right? They're actually living, right? Get on a live call, right? They're live. That's why we call them live group calls, Explorers Club, right? Get on. We'll have some fun. Come on down to Australia. Meet the puppies. What are you doing?
Bruce!
Good news is Bruce is being great.
Bruce! Here's your ball!
So,
Here's
any
your
questions, any
ball!
comments, any thoughts before we go to the dog park with those two?
Yep. They're fired up. They're ready to go.
And
Shut up, Emmett.
Joe says, I love your barking, Emmett.
Yeah, he did.
He loves your
Do
barking.
it all through every single episode.
That's right. He's really looking like you now, Joe. I mean, his hair, we'll have to pull him up so you can see him.
Yeah.
What do you reckon? Want to come see Uncle Joe?
Good Joe.
All right, Mike, all right. Let's tell... Oh, they're doing it.
Oh, Mike,
Mike's doing
excellent.
it. By the way,
okay.
if you only had 10 seconds to live, Mike, would you type that out? Or, seriously, if you really discover that you are an eternal being, do you think like making a few useful distinctions and choosing to have a hell of a lot more fun? Because let's face it, I mean, like if you're an eternal being, and let's say you live like eternally, would you want most of it being suck shit? right? Or under duress, or, you know what, babe?
Yeah.
If I was dying tomorrow, I'd get you a good bottle of wine.
Oh, wow.
That seems I'm probably not.
You're not getting one. Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, and Virginia's done it as well as Mike.
Box wine. The knife you open up, or the one you open up with a knife, like my friend Kelly did back in the States.
Yeah.
Right.
So, what we want to know, my hands are freezing, is
Reason.
what did you learn? What you learn about you, and what was your best bit?
That's right. Look at that.
Type
See, it's
Daddy,
healing.
like Virginia,
Oh, yeah, see
and
that? It's healing.
Mike did.
That's
Meanwhile,
right, Mike, Virginia. Awesome.
Very awesome.
You guys. Rock
Thank
and
you
roll.
for doing what
Hey,
we
by the
say.
way, share the show. Be compliant. Share the show. Yeah, if you were going to die tomorrow, would you share the show? Or, since you're an eternal being, wouldn't it be cool to have more people to have conversations with? By the way, I love the guy. See, by the way, right? SR71. There's something about hiding there, right? So we'll toss that up.
Hiding.
Hiding. Right?
Behind SR71.
Yeah, anyway, right.
SR71.
That's right. So.
I want to know what it means.
I'm done tossing out disjointed thoughts.
Okay.
Because
Meanwhile, go to
What if
freenever.com.
I died right after this thought?
Jeepers, they are filthy now. Right, go to freenever.com.
Unbelievable.
Join us in
We're taking-
on the call. Your Sunday, our Monday.
We're taking the Toyota to the dog park.
On SR71. No, we're not.
It's half booked. It's half booked, guys. So if you haven't got your seat yet, book it.
Yeah.
And come down in October. Right,
Yeah.
good fun.
Yeah.
So
Hi, Shay. We're actually
Chez.
just. How do you know? Oh, it's an A, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Shez, Shez, Shays.
And for refunds,
Sorry.
go to feelitrealfun.com.
That's right.
Cool.
All right. By the way, more playtime, more playmates.
Yeah.
Again, y'all gotta keep saying what my secret agenda is. Yeah, SR71 is the code name for Sunday's call, Joe.
Yes.
Right? So, you get why I want more playtime, more playmates. Right? There's this whole Elohim, one made of many, waking up, all that good stuff, just something to ponder. But besides that, you know, isn't it fun? Like, seriously,
I wanna
if you were
see
dying tomorrow, it'd be
If
semi-serious,
Joe is
wouldn't it?
guest.
High-speed Blackbird Air Force jet.
Is it?
Yes. So why would I name a group call after the high-speed Blackbird Air Force jet? Blackbird
Blackbird
singing in the
Air
dead
Force
of night. Spread your wings and learn to fly. You were only waiting for this moment to arrive.
Very lovely,
You
darling.
were only waiting for this moment to arrive. You'll be dead by Friday. Right?
Right, it now has
Really?
a code name.
Come on, it's got a code name, Joe. Imagine that.
Thanks for posting
We've never
the
done a
links,
call with a
Virginia.
code name. Thank you, Virginia. Hey, you guys were great fun today. Hopefully we were too.
Okay, we're
Seriously.
going to go to the dog park.
Ask good questions.
I can see your ball there, Brucey.
Your questions, by the way, do come from your
Ooh.
states. Oh my God. Guys! Love you. See ya. Freeneville.com. Leave a comment. Leave two. Tell a friend. Tell your friend. Just, I'll tell mine.
Your friend. Oh, love you, babe.
She's my friend.